Mount Desert Island on the coast of Maine. It is here that the sun first rises above the horizon and touches the shores of the United States of America. The first rays of sunlight reveal a domain of crashing waves against the jagged coastline, of dramatic headlands, of evergreen-bound lakes and mountains of granite. It must have appeared much as it does today to the first European to venture here almost 4 centuries ago, the Frenchman, Samuel de Champlain.
This island is very high and cleft onto 7 or 8 mountains. I named it l'Île des Monts Déserts.
In English, this site remains Mount Desert Island, and much of the island will always remain wild, protected within the borders of Acadia National Park. Both this island and the mainland have been inhabited for many generations. In fact, a strong streak of New England tradition runs deep in this region, a place where the human experience has been shaped by the challenge of the sea. It's a salty tradition of independence, pride in craftsmanship, self-sufficiency, and respect for customs handed down from generations past.
Oh, the biggest thing is, I think, it's just the independence that you have by being a lobster fisherman. You don't have to answer to a lot of different people. You're your own boss, go your own pace. I like the independence part of it, and I like the harder you work, the more you get out of it. I've been lobster fishing for 30 years, out of Bar Harbor and around the shores of Acadia. Once you're a fisherman and get addicted to it, there's you know, you never think of retirement. It's something you're going to do until you're either physically unable to do it or you die.
Another link to the past has undergone significant change during the last century. The role of this region as a summertime retreat for the families of wealth, privilege, and power. By 1900, many of the leading families of New York, Boston, and Philadelphia society were spending their summers in and around Eden, as Bar Harbor was then called. The 50 and 60 room mansions they euphemistically dubbed cottages were settings for elegant balls and gala dinner parties. Names on the guest lists included the Vanderbilts, Astors, Carnegies, Rockefellers, Morgans, and Fords. Magnificent yachts rode at anchor in the protected harbors. The music of the era drifted through the formal gardens of some 200 opulent estates. But that age of extravagance began to fade with the Great Depression of the 1930s, was inappropriate to the wartime America of the 1940s, and was virtually terminated by fire in 1947. Flames of uncertain origin swept across 10,000 acres of Mount Desert Island, turning many of the stately summer homes to ashes. The great legacy of that genteel era of the summertime millionaires is Acadia National Park. It was a group of those summer residents who donated some of their own properties. The government has been adding other pieces to the park over the years. In 1919, Acadia became the country's first national park east of the Mississippi. John D. Rockefeller Jr. made particularly generous donations, including almost 1/3 of the total parkland, as well as a network of charming carriage roads. Rockefeller planned these carriage roads as an alternative way to enjoy Acadia without the intrusion of automobiles. And he paid for the construction of the entire 57-mile system with its 16 graceful stone bridges. Today, Acadia National Park and the region that surrounds it are unique. Here is a place where coastal New England can be experienced as it was when the only people were members of the Abnaki tribe who came by birch bark canoes to fish, dig clams, and pick berries. Or the era of the seagoing men who earned a living in the coves and harbors by daring to challenge the power of the Atlantic and the dangers hidden in its fogs. Here in the teeming microhabitat of a tide pool, or along the fjord of Somme Sound, or beside the surging, booming cauldron known as Thunder Hole, the visitor comes very close to the conflict, the interaction, the elemental drama of land meeting sea on the coast of Maine. It is these elements that dominate the mood and define the life in this unique portion of the New England coast.